Story about the fifth Rebbe of Chabad, the Rebbe Rashab, Rebbe Shalom Dovber. Once a person came to the Rebbe, and he had once been a fairly wealthy man. He had a big, worked in a big match factory, making matches. It was a small match factory, but it was still a match factory. And he made good money, and that was in the city of Dvinsk. And his match factory burned down. It burned down, and his wife was about to give birth. His wife was pregnant, and he was a pauper. He didn't have anything. He didn't have any money. He lost everything. So someone told him to go to the Rebbe of Chabad, that the Rebbe would help him out. I don't know if this person was already a Chassid or not. I don't remember. But in any case, he was told to go to the Rebbe Shalom Dovber in Chabad. I think at that time he was in Lubavitch. When World War I broke out, Chabad moved to Rostov, but he was in Lubavitch. So he went to the Rebbe, and he told the Rebbe his problem. And the Rebbe said, you have to go to the city of Dvinsk, of Kovna. I'm sorry, he was in Dvinsk. And he said, you have to go to the city of Kovna and open up a hat store. I don't remember, I'm sorry, with so the details that are lacking, but they're not essential details. If he told the Rebbe beforehand, or it happened to be, but his wife was good at sewing. She was good at sewing, at making garments. So he said, good, open up a hat store, woman's hat store, or maybe just a general hat store, hats in Kovna, in the city of Kovna. Now, Kovna was far away. It was far away from the city of Dvinsk where he was. So he said, Rebbe, but I don't know really anything about buying or selling. I'm a mechanic. I know about machines and things like that, but I don't know anything buying. And my wife also doesn't. She knows how to sew, but. And so the Rebbe said, no, you do that, and it's going to be really successful. So he took the little bit of money that he had. He went to the city of Kovna, and he found a little empty store, and he rented it out. And his wife made a few hats and put them on the shelves, 10 hats, whatever. And he put a sign up. His wife was intending to make more hats. And he sat there. Meanwhile, his wife would make like one hat every day or something. And she was working, and no money was coming in. No, there were no customers. No customers. He was just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Another day passed, and another day passed, and another day passed, and another day. And once in a while, like a cat would come in or something, but no customers. So he was really getting, very, very frustrated and nervous and depressed. What's going to be with me? And the Rebbe gave me, but maybe I didn't understand the advice. A hat store. I understood a hat store in Dvinsk. One day, after he's there for a week, 10 days, a big carriage stops in front of his store. And a very honorable looking sort of a rich sort of a Gentile comes in and says, what do you got here? Well, I've never seen this store before. I've passed by this place a lot of times. He said, yeah, I opened up like 10 days ago. I said, so what are you selling? He said, look at what are you selling over there? All the shelves are empty. You've got nothing. So I sell hats. He says, hats. Well, it looks that, not bad. Nice hats, but they're you don't have any sort of merchandise. That's all that you've got. I'll buy a hat from you. He says, yeah, well, I used to work in this match factory that burned down. And since then, I asked this big rabbi, what would you say? He said, yeah, I asked this big rabbi. No, before that, I worked in a match factory. Remember the match factory that was in Kovna, in Dvinsk, and it burned down. He said, you worked in the match factory? He Says, yo, what did you do? Says, I was maintenance, I kept the. Says, listen. He said, I have a brother, and he has the huge match factory in Minsk. I think that was the city of Minsk. Huge match. I know your factory. I know the factory. You ever hear the match factory in Minsk? Who doesn't know the match factory in Minsk? I mean, it was like 20 times as big as my little match factory. It was like nothing. Said, well, he's got a big machine, his main machine over there, and it doesn't work. And he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. They're making matches, like 1/100th of what they used to make. And luckily they have some, stored up merchandise in the store. They have some matches, but he's running out and he doesn't know what to do. He's brought experts in and they've looked at this thing and no one can fix it. Maybe you can fix. Said, well, the Rebbe told me to make this store over here. He said, listen, I'll give you enough money that will hold the store more money. I mean, you haven't made anything for 10 days. So I'll buy everything that you've got. Close. Do me a favor. Come with me. So he takes them to this factory and he looks at the machine and he takes it apart, which takes him a couple of days, and he puts it together and it works. He says, listen, you saved my life. You saved my brother's life. You saved the whole factory. He says, listen, I'll give you a job. How much did you used to earn over there in your match factory over there in Dvinsk? Whatever you used to earn, I'll give you 10 times as much. Move you over here with your wife, I'll build your house, whatever you want to. You'll be the new manager, you'll be the new maintenance, any job you want, you save the whole thing. And so it was that he got a new job and he made 10 times as much and he became as richer than he was before. And somehow or other, the Rebbe saw that his salvation was going to come through making a hat store, which interested this baron for some reason, this rich guy, seeing a hat store. It was a hat store in Kovna, in this far out place, whatever, Kovna, that the Rebbe somehow or other saw and made this match together. What does it show? It shows that God cares about details. And that's the idea of the Jews. And the Jews can only be inspired and be made aware of this by the Rebbes. And ideally, that's going to be the thing of Mashiach. That's why they say all the Rebbes of Chabad were the Mashiach of the generation. Because Mashiach is going to be a person that's going to wake up all of the Jews and eventually the whole world to how important and precious this physical world and every detail of it and every second of it and every human being in it is to God. And he'll make everything arranged so that everyone will be happy, wealthy, and wise. Have a good day with Mashiach. Now, God willing, our technical problems have ended, and tomorrow we'll have a day without any interruptions, not technical or otherwise. Shalom uvracha. Have a good day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.